I'm so in love with this video. Why? Because it's about food. You can, prank me all you want, play with me, quarrel with me, but leave food out of it. You get it? I don't joke. I don't think it's something I want to joke with now, because I've not been joking with it, all along. So I think that's part of the reason why you won't see me go out there, travel abroad and stay. The thought of even traveling abroad is something, and part of the reason why I don't feel like traveling abroad is food, really, if you have to check it. So having to miss those delicacies and lifesavers I've been so used to from my, little age growing up, I don't think I want to do that. I know that abroad you get, improvised food for the things you take, but they can't be like, being at home, being in the motherland, taking it the way it should be taken properly. So this video focuses on, those delicacies, those food that you miss if you had to travel abroad for a while, or probably a very long time. You'd always think about home. That thought of home would always be there because of this food. This is going to be exciting. It is food, now. So join me in the course of this one. Stay glued from the beginning to the very end. I'll see you shortly. Jolly folks around the world, you're welcome back. Food is a lot. It can be so exciting, delicious, life-saving, interesting. The list goes on like that. I can keep counting. I'm not sure I can count to the end, but that's what food does to the soul. It does. It's not just about filling the stomach or the tummy. It's about the satisfaction that it gives to you. Yeah. And it's something that lingers in your mind or in your head when you think about a specific food, and that's kind of satisfaction that it gives to you when you take it. Oh my goodness, I'm thinking of something at the moment. So before we dive properly into this video, guys, subscribe to the channel so that subsequent videos you don't have to be looking for it. It just drops on your desk like that, on your phones, whatever device you're using. Give this video a thumbs up. I know that so much right now helps the to grow the algorithm of every video, especially this one. I want so much folks to jump on this and enjoy it just like you are enjoying right now. Let's go straight into it. So the first I'm going to be talking about, is ewa going. I'm a Nigerian. I am based in Nigeria here, and this ewa going is the native name we call this food, and it has to do with boiled beans, probably spiced with salt just for taste, and then burnt pepper sauce. Oh my goodness, burnt pepper sauce is what is dished on it, and then you can go with whatever, eggs, plantain, meat, whatever it is that you want to garnish that beans with. I'm just getting started. That's just number one. Now we go to number two. We talk about asun. That's just mind my pronunciation. Asun, it's delicacy prepared with goat meat. With peppered sauce. It's all about peppery. Peppery things in this part of the world is something. It's a part of our culture. Eating pepper, and you feel like you're eating something really interesting. We find it interesting when it's peppery. So it's most times served as appetizer before the main dish is brought down to your table, and at times it is dished just by the side with rice. And my goodness, you'd love every crunch, every bite, every bit of it. So you go try it. If you're just hearing for the first time and you don't know what it looks like, you thank me that I've tried this and it's worth it. So let's go to the third one, and the third one is nothing but Abacha. That's the name we call it. Abacha is a delicacy prepared or enjoyed by the people of the eastern Nigeria. They enjoy it so much, like they take it at any time. And it is also referred to as African salad. Because it appears like the salad, and you can take it with anything, anytime, casually like that. And they just love it. The satisfaction that it brings is out of this world. Abacha is peculiar to Nigeria. You cannot see that on the streets of London or Canada or wherever. So you have to come down to the motherland and have it properly. Okay, good. Let's go to the next one. We're talking about Akara and Pap. The sound of that alone reminds me of the Saturdays that I wake up to the good and pleasant aroma of this fried bean cake. Bean cake can be boiled and can be fried. When it's boiled, we call it moi moi here, but when it's fried, it's called akara, and that's the aroma that comes out when it is being fried. My goodness, you eat something that will make you crave for it like over and over again. You continue eating until you have you have your tummy filled up with just this bean cake. So we balance it up, supporting striker with a bowl of pap. It's prepared from maize, or is it corn that you call it, grounded and sieved. That's what it's made from, boiling and hot. You can support it with, some use sugar, some milk, some whatever it is, as long as your hot akara is available, you support it with that, and it goes so well, and very good for breakfast, something that you would love. These are the kind of food that we take on regular here, that when you travel abroad you can't get it. It's not readily available like that. Even if you have to get it at some restaurants, it's with your head cut off, very expensive and all of that, and you cannot get it like you have it here because it's readily available. The resources, the food item that you really need to prepare this is readily and cheaply available here. The reason why you get the very best at home and you long to come back home because of these kinds of delicacies. So let's go to the next one. This next one is the one that a true Nigerian understands, that this is what Nigeria stands for. The poor, the old, whichever category you count yourself as. This food is some food that represents everybody, and some people are like, I'm waiting for you. You've not touched the ones that you need to touch. So this one I'll be talking about gari and groundnut. Oh my goodness, that's one. Something that gives everyone satisfaction. Very easy to prepare. It's just starch flakes, which you soak in water and then probably supplement with groundnut, and if it is coconut that you have, and the water might be chilled, or you add blocks, ice block, just to chill it a bit, and then you take it, especially when you are taking it in the hot sun. Like the temperature is so hot and you need to just save yourself of dehydration and being so hot. You can actually feel it on your skin that this sun is burning me up. You just need to chill. So it's a relief kind of a food that you take at times like that. Imagine yourself taking such a delicious delicacy at that kind of temperature to cool you and give you heaven on earth. And that's what it does at that moment, because when the sun is so much, you feel like you are in hell, and you have a food like that that relieves you and takes you out of it, and that is heaven. So you don't joke with it. No one jokes with it. The rich, the poor, the average class, everyone loves gari and groundnuts. Let's go to the next one. And so the next one is Indomie. Indomie is a ground name. It's a house name now for anything noodles, anything, just like Maggi. Maggi is a product, but it's now the house name for anything you use to season your food. Hey, give me Maggi. What kind of Maggi is this? Maggi itself is a product, just like that. Indomie is now, let me have Indomie. When it is macaroni, or when it is something pasta, when it's all Indomie. So Indomie is that food you take in a hurry. At first, anyone would say this is for kids. It's really not just. It's really not like that. It's some food that you take. You prepare in the shortest of time. 3 minutes, 4 minutes, 5 minutes. It's done, and you can quickly eat something very hot This time is not snacks, it's not something cold or chill, or something hot food really, and it helps to just quench that hunger and gives you some great level of satisfaction. So it's something that you really have in your shelf in the kitchen, like, okay, this is for rescue this is for rescue time, you know, when that time that you can't go to the kitchen and cook something that will take you 2 hours, 3 hours. You don't have that time, you know, you have that liberty of time, you just want to do it on a quick. So it's Indomie, and everyone's choice. I have Indomie in my home. I have it there, and I go to pick on it at any time, you know, just to move on quickly. Let's do it quickly. That's Indomie for you. And so Indomie can be prepared with different ingredients. You can add probably meat, you can add chicken, you can add anything to spice it, crayfish, you know, whatever taste you want to put into it. You want that the whole of it to come out with is left to you. So it's like you having white rice. It's either you cook it with stew, or you put everything you're going to be cooking into the rice itself and have a concoction. That's the word, concoction. So when you're doing Indomie, it's like you're doing a concoction that you want to introduce anything interesting. You know, at that time I feel like crayfish, you know, probably I feel like prawns, I feel like whatever you want to put into it, snails, you just put it up to it, you know. That's interesting, right? Let's go to the next one, a peculiar one. You know, it is being sold by the people in the north, but we have it everywhere in the south and the west, everywhere, and it's called Suia. Suia is you know, cow meat, you know, those delicious meat that you grill, and some call it barbecue, some call it, you know, whatever sweet name that you call it, that is, you know, meat, but it's not Suia if it is not, you know, seasoned with that special Pepe that the northerners put on that I'm salivating already on the meat, and probably goes with onions afterwards, and then wrapped with newspaper. All these are something that, you know, reminds you of home. Like, this is how we do it on the street. I want to buy suya. You know, the guy who is selling the meat quickly tears the amount you want to buy with a knife. You know, quickly prepares it, like quickly. You get it? Cuts it, put the pepper, slice some onions or garbage, wraps it up with newspaper and gives to you, and you are eating, you are walking down the street and enjoying it. This is something that you might probably not get abroad there. And if you get it, you not get it the way it is done here, which will make you miss home and you will want to come back. Let's go to the next one. So the next one, which is the last one, which I should be wrapping up with, I guess is it number 7 or so, is agege bread. Agege bread. Yeah, you know, bread. We know bread, you know, with flour, made with flour, baked, and all of that. There's a peculiarity with the name Agege. Agege is a place in Nigeria which is known for the street, represents the street. You know, the bread that we have there. You know, bread can be made from different places, different seasoning, you know, put into it, probably fish, probably, you know, whatever you want to put into it. But when talking about agege bread, it's just the flour and the yeast, nothing added to it. You get it? You want it fresh, soft, or you want it a bit hard, brown, it's agege bread. Like that, and it's something that goes with either beans. Imagine you taking agege bread with bean cake, like moi moi, or you taking it with akara. You know, just tear it at the middle, insert those bean cake, you know, the fried one akara in the middle, and you know, your burger is ready. That's what we take around here. And this food, all that I've mentioned, are peculiar to Nigeria, and probably the neighboring countries have similar food items that remind you guys of, you know, home. When you are brought there and you see probably a video or something that you see someone taking this food and you're like, I've missed this. I really need to go back home and catch up, you know, with all of this food. It's part of us. Food is some ingredient that is so essential and very important, and you don't want to miss on. So these are the kind of foods that you would miss. You know, I'm just speaking on some few of them that you would miss being out there, and you wouldn't want to waste time at any opportunity you see to come back, or you got to come back home and, you know, catch up on a lot of things, especially food. Thank you for sticking to the very last part of this video. If you're still here, you're the MVP. Please do well to give this video a like if you have not done that already. Subscribe to the channel if you have not done that already. If you're not done already, why are you waiting? Go ahead and do just that. Join the family in full. Use the bell beside the subscribe button. It helps you to get all the videos as it drops. That's something pretty cool you want to do. Share this video to loved ones and be back before you know it, because I drop video like every now and then. I'll see you shortly. Don't go nowhere. Take care of you and bye for now.